Hi students, how are you? This is your biology teacher. In earlier class we have learnt about plant cell and animal cell. The plant cell has different kind of organelles and as well as the animal cell is also contain different kind of organelles. What are the outermost layer of plant cell? Cell wall. What is the outermost layer of animal cell? Plasma membrane. So the plasma membrane only outermost layer of the animal cell. There is no cell wall in it. So that is the major difference in between the plant cell and animal cell. And another chloroplast. In plant cell chloroplasts are there, green colored, which are showing green colored. And these chloroplasts or plastids are also absent in animal cell. So this is another difference between the plant cell and animal cell. And vacuole. In plant cell the vacuole contain more, and in animal cell there is no a definite structure to the vacuole. Along with this, we read different kind of parts in plant cell and animal cell. So when we have observed inside the cytoplasm, we can identify under the microscope ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, plastids, vacuole, mitochondria, nucleus, etc. in both. Let us look at about nucleus. In earlier class we have learnt about nucleus. Nucleus was discovered by Robert Brown in 1831 in both plant and animal cell. In animal cell the nucleus occupy in center of the cell, but in plant cell the nucleus occupied any one side of the plasma membrane or brim of the plasma membrane. In between the nucleus and plasma membrane cytoplasm. The cytoplasm have number of organelles. What are the number of organelles? Previously, few seconds back, we have learnt about ribosomes, lysosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulum, vacuole, chloroplast, plastid, chromoplast, leucoplast. Everything is present in cytoplasm. Here nucleus, when we have observed the only nucleus wherever it is present inner part of the animal cell, this nucleus should enclosed with two layered membrane. How many layers are there? Two layers. The nucleus enclosed with two layered membrane. This two layered membrane made up of protein and lipids. Outer membrane is also protein and lipids are there, and inner membrane is also protein and lipids are there. This membrane is known as nuclear envelope. What is this? Nuclear envelope. Where is the nuclear envelope? The nuclear envelope enclosed all over the nucleus. Innerly, some jelly-like material is also will be there in that. That jelly-like material is known as nucleoplasm. What is that? Is nucleoplasm. Where is the nucleoplasm? Not in cytoplasm. Nucleoplasm is present inside the nucleus only. So this nucleoplasm enclosed with nuclear envelope. What is protecting nucleoplasm? Nuclear envelope is protecting nucleoplasm. And the cytoplasm and inner parts of the nucleus separated along with the nuclear envelope. So the nuclear envelope is a double layered membrane. So again, innerly, when we have observed that it contains two major parts. The nucleus majorly two parts are there. Outerly, what are there? Outerly, nucleoplasm is there. That is a material. Nucleoplasm is a material. And innerly, nucleolus and chromatin. Very, very important materials both are. Nucleolus and chromatin. Do you know about nucleolus and chromatin? As we read about both of them in 8th class while studying about the structure and functional unit of cell. Nucleolus has more proteins and RNA is there. Ribonucleic acid, RNA, ribonucleic acid. What is there in nucleolus? The nucleolus contain proteins, more protein, rich proteins are there in it, and as well as RNA, not DNA, only RNA is there. You know very well RNA will be present in some bacteria and virus. Most of the virus contain RNA. In our body there is no RNA. In plant body there is no RNA. Wherever the DNA may not be there, in that instead of DNA, that should occupied with RNA. So that RNA should be present in nucleolus, not in chromatin. What is there in chromatin? In chromatin contain DNA, protein and DNA is there in it. The chromatin contain DNA and proteins are there. So do you know what are the functions of DNA in chromatin? Look at that, the chromatin will be there, thread-like structures. Thread, however, a ribbon, wrinkled ribbon, however, is there as like that. This chromatin is also occupied all over the nucleoplasm, because it is floating on the nucleoplasm. Chromatin floating on the nucleoplasm. Nucleolus is also floating on the nucleoplasm, but it is also enclosed with again membrane is there without mixing along with nucleoplasm. Here ribbon or thread-like structures are known as chromatin. This chromatin contain number of segments. Each and every segment is known as gene. What is that? Is gene. Totally every ribbon-like structure or thread-like structure wherever occupied all over the nucleoplasm, they are called segments. The segments are also known as genes. So these genes are responsible for heredity or inheritance characters. We are similar to our parents because the genes whenever transferred from our parent to us along with zygote or male gamete or female gamete, then turn into zygote. So however the zygote turn into baby, so the baby should get the same kind of characters from our parents through this genes or chromosomes wherever present in the chromatin material. And this nucleus should control all organelles. What are there? Different kind of organelles inside the cytoplasm. Mitochondria is there, ribosome is there, endoplasmic reticulum is there. So once you have to remember that this nucleus, the outer membrane, nuclear envelope, the one side of the nuclear envelope should connect with endoplasmic reticulum. So the nucleus is connected with endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is also network-like structure whichever all overly occupied entire nucleus and entire cell. So that endoplasmic reticulum, one end should connected with nucleus. Here the nucleus plays major role to control all functions, and as well as it is site for the manufacturing of ribosomes. So the ribosomes are manufactured in the nucleus. While manufacturing the ribosomes in the nucleus, these should transfer along with the endoplasmic reticulum. Wherever they stayed on the endoplasmic reticulum, they should showed rough in nature. They are called rough endoplasmic reticulum. Wherever there is no these ribosomes, they are called smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Later we will discuss about that. Here majorly what is there here? Ribosomes are there. Ribosomes in the nucleus manufacturing several ribosomes for the synthesis of protein. What is the major function of the ribosome and what is the major function of the nucleus? The nucleus, while controlling all organelles, it can synthesize some proteins whatever they needed to get the growth and to supply all over the body, all over the cell, all over the nucleus. So it is the site of proteins are also. It is the site of ribosomes, and as well as it is the site of proteins are also. So this one end whenever connected with another organelle which is meant for endoplasmic reticulum, that should supply energy from here, and as well as wherever the ribosomes present on the rough endoplasmic reticulum while synthesizing some proteins. Along with that, when the proteins are required to the nucleus, they should supply to nucleus also. It is a site for proteins, and as well as ribosomes wherever there, they are also site for protein, manufacturing of protein. So both can playing major role to supply the protein and controlling all organelles. Look at another one here. So in the above diagram we observe nucleus. Look at this. Here two diagrams are there here. One is bacteria. This is bacteria. It has a tail-like structure, flagellum. What is this? Is tail-like structure is known as flagellum. So one end has a tail for swimming in the water. That is bacterium. And another one is animal cell. What is another one is animal. So wherever the nucleus contain prominent, wherever the cell contain prominent nucleus, they are called eukaryotes. Look at these diagrams. Here in eukaryote, prominent nucleus is there. Around that nuclear envelope is there. Around that nuclear envelope, it is important to find out eukaryote or prokaryote, or multicellular organism or unicellular organism. The multicellular organism should be contain nucleus, prominent nucleus, and around the nucleus nuclear envelope is also there. But in unicellular organism, example bacteria, there is no definite nucleus. But what is there instead of that nucleus? Nucleoid is there. Nucleoid. So it is also serves what are the functions carrying out along with the nucleus. All those can be done along with nucleoid. But there is no definite nucleus. That's why these are known as prokaryote. Pro and karyote. Pro means before or without. Karyote means nucleus. There is no definite nucleus in this. That's why these are known as prokaryote. And wherever the nucleus contain, they are called eukaryote. So all the multicellular organisms contain nucleus is there. Nucleus, every cell should be contained in your human body or plant body or another animal body should contain nucleus is there. How can you say that? So that is the multicellular body. Each and every multicellular body should contain nucleus along with a definite nuclear envelope. But here prokaryote, bacteria example, blue-green algae is also example, and another example for this cyanobacteria, like that some are there. There is planaria, there is no a definite nucleus, and even though may be present a little amount of the nucleus material, that is known as nucleoid because there is no any prominent membrane around that. So these are the difference between prokaryote and eukaryote. Here, even though there is no a prominent nucleus in prokaryote, all those functions, what are all those functions? There is no another kind of cell besides that to do different kind of life processes for respiration, for digestion, for excretion. There is no specialized organella, specialized cells. So this cell can done all kind of activities. How the eukaryote doing different kind of activities, as well as this prokaryote is also can done all kind of activities along with this single cell. So it has ability to complete all kind of actions within the cell. Elimination of the waste material along with plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is there. Once you look at that, the prokaryote plasma membrane is there, but another in the bacteria another membrane is also there. Those are belongs to green or autotrophic. They should enclosed with cell wall. So some bacteria contain cell wall is there and some bacteria do not contain, and all those bacteria contain only plasma membrane and indefined nucleus is there. Later we will discuss about another topic. Thank you.